intend or be intended upon. If you don't intend your own life, somebody else will intend theirs on yours. And now these someone else's have the power of AI behind them. If social media platforms and governments continue on the trend they have, we're going to be trading our time and attention for social credit points that accrue that sweet, sweet universal basic income in order to survive. The people who are consuming and resisting this change, I feel, are going to be the most likely people to end up in that situation. I'm choosing to AI proof myself the best way I know how. So let's break down exactly how I'm going to do that. Okay, the first step is intentional attention management. By the way, thank you for paying attention to this video. I promise to make all of the stories, the content, the messages that I share here extremely important and valuable in your life. When I think about how this digital civilization is unfolding itself, I think about where we place our attention, in which apps we place our attention to, which people, which connections are we building, where are we creating content, where are we investing into our own personal digital real estate in this digital environment that we're all living and doing business in. So paying intentional attention to the things that will affect our personal digital real estate, I think is the best place that we can place our attention. Number two, building your professional network and community. Most bread and butter processes, tasks, and roles, responsibilities are all going to get replaced very early on in this great transition that we're living through. So the moat, the thing that will protect you and your special value to the people you connect to will be the community, the people you know, and the relationship that you have them. Essentially, your personal brand. Which is why I'm doubling down on my personal brand here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of those places. And in my posture correction brand, I'm building a community which so far has about 550 people who are there to holistically correct their posture. As the internet becomes more and more artificial, I believe we're going to be looking for real, authentic people. So in this age of artificial, it's time to get obnoxiously real and connect with other people. Which brings me to number three, authentic human storytelling. We understand the world through story, and there's nothing quite like the human experience filled with emotion and drama and realness that will draw us in. Now, AI is going to mean that on Netflix we can connect it to our Facebook and start seeing a series of friends based on our real life friends group. The entertainment stories are going to get very, very good. But your ability to speak about your life, your experiences, and your expertise will be your personal brand. It will be the hub of all of the connections that you build in the digital environment. So in some way, practice telling stories about what you do, whether it's writing or whether it's speaking or singing, whatever it is, creating that stockpile of content right now is going to prepare you to have a better knowledge base. AI agents use knowledge bases to be more specific and contextual when they're working on something. And as a personal brand, the more content you have in the form of blog posts, podcast episodes, speaking engagements, anything that you can transcribe and feed into your AI agents are going to be much more useful in the future. You're also going to be improving your communication skills. And to me, our computers are becoming less and less tools, and they're becoming more and more like entities that we're having a verbal prompting relationship with, where we can prompt, we get reflections, and we can prompt again and refine and iterate. That to me sounds more like a verbal relationship than it does me using a tool. So I'm starting to look at these devices differently. These are truly magic wands of creation and action now. And that's increasing exponentially as our AI agents get more powerful. Right now with Hey Google and Siri on the iPhone, I think we're just seeing the basic primitive early versions of that type of voice relationship with the entire digital environment. I think luxury in the future is offline and in nature. And when I think about running my businesses in the future, I wouldn't mind being able to run a large portion of my business through an AI voice conversation with an agent who is in charge of an organization of agents that operate my businesses. I think that's where this is going, and that's why I'm getting prepared the way I am. Oh my gosh, I am overheated and running out of compute. So let's get to point number 4, which is mastering the implementation of AI. Many jobs are going to get replaced by AI, but even more jobs are going to get replaced by people who know how to wield the power of AI. So start practicing now. Whether you're a personal brand, look for opportunities to create automation and workflows that are these early agent style workflows. There's so much that can be automated through AI already, and it's only getting more and more intense. Whether you have a small business or an enterprise, there are AI readiness audits that look for opportunities to actually implement AI. It's part of the reason why I've partnered with some high-level developers in AI, as well as consultants who have a life implementing this at the enterprise level. And let me tell you, from what I've seen so far, there is a scramble right now for enterprises to prepare their knowledge bases for RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, being able to access their knowledge base and be able to generate contextual company-specific AIs, whether it's for internal use, customer support, sales, all across the board. We're getting closer to the one-person, $1 billion companies. There's one guy who's planning on buying software development companies and replacing each role of the organizational structure with AI agents. He's going to be buying, optimizing, and selling companies just like that. It's wild what we're about to see, so get a lay of the land and start being able to implement it at any level that you can start with and go from there. Okay, I need to jump in the ocean and cool off here. If you haven't already, click like and subscribe. Nobody really knows how this is all going to play out, but from what I can see, from the lay of the land, I'm positioning myself in a way that will be ready for this to go with that wave of transformation that's about to happen. And most importantly of all, I'm going to make sure that I enjoy it along the way. Because we don't know how this all plays out, the one thing that we do know that we can do is to make sure that we do enjoy here and now. I'm gonna make sure we're having some fun around here on this channel. So I'll see you guys on the next one.